Hello YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who CD review by me, the Obsessed 2v95. As you can see today, I shall be taking a look at the Mutant Phase, which comes as part of the main range of the Big Finish audio series. This was the 15th issue of the main range, which is a monthly series of Big Finish audios which started in 1999 and is still going today, with the main audio range just passing 200 audios. So here we have the Mutant Phase, and as you can see, you may be wondering, why does this look all different? Well, there's a reason for that. This actually is technically the first Big Finish audio that I ever got. I got this free with the issue of the Doctor Who Adventures magazine, and if you're old enough to remember that, I used to collect those magazines. Basically, it's kind of like Doctor Who magazine, but for younger audiences. Obviously now I don't collect it because I've grown up. I've not collected a single one for about 5 years or so. And this came free with one of the issues because they often had free gifts with the magazine. And as you can see on the front cover, it's different to the usual CDs. It's not an actual CD case, it's just a slip case, so that's how thin it is. And so there's no case or anything like that. And the cover is pretty simple. It just got the Mutant Phase, a complete Fifth Doctor adventure on CD starring Peter Davison, free with Doctor Who Adventures magazine. We have the Big Finish logo at the top there, and we have a 1960s Dalek, and it just says at the top, the bottom right hand corner, "Warning, this story contains Daleks." Thank you very much for the tip. And inside we just have the CD. So there we go, and it actually has a still from the 1980s title sequence that was seen on TV during the Peter Davison era. So it's very suitable for the CD because obviously this stars Peter Davison. And on the back we've got some information about the story. We have the cast here, and we have a synopsis. So I'll quickly read the synopsis for this. In the 22nd century, the Daleks have occupied planet Earth. By the 43rd century, only a handful of humans survive. Still further into the distant future, a Thal scientist must choose whether to become a traitor or see the universe destroyed. When the Doctor and his friend Nyssa find themselves trapped in this deadly chain of events, they must decide who their real enemies are. But no matter where the Doctor turns, his arch enemies, the Daleks, are waiting for him. What could be worse than that? The Mutant Phase. So yeah, that is the plot of the story. I'll give you my thoughts on it in a brief second. This came as a free gift in 2009 with the Doctor Who Adventures magazine. So at the time I would have been 14 years old, and I did not know about this. I actually did not listen to this, believe it or not, only a few months ago. It's only through watching TJ Productions reviews of the Big Finish audios when I realised, hang on, I think I've got one of those. So I picked it out of the shelf. It was just on the shelf along with some other stuff that I've got, and I gave it a listen, and I really enjoyed it. This is the first Big Finish audio that I ever listened to, and it's brilliant. And I think from then on I just thought, how come have I not got more of these? And Big Finish, they've done an absolutely great job, and they're even they're doing even better nowadays, in my opinion. Bearing in mind this was first released as part of the main range in the early 2000s, so over 10 years ago now, and we've had hundreds of them being released. You get something new almost every week from this company, and they don't just do Doctor Who, they do all sorts of other things. And yeah, after I listened to this, I just knew that I had to start collecting Big Finish audios. I started doing that a few months ago. I'm still pretty new to it, and hopefully one day I shall have a huge CD collection of Big Finish audios to show off to all of you guys, but I only have a few now, so it's not really worth showing. So the Mutant Phase, what do I think of it? Well, I think it's brilliant. This is what got me into Big Finish. It's a great way to start. If you've never listened to Big Finish CDs ever before, this is good. It's a Dalek story. It's got Peter Davison and Nyssa. No other characters, no other companions. It's just Nyssa. That means that this CD, in terms of the actual chronology of the television show, it must take place in between Time Flight and Arc of Infinity. So it's good that they sort of fill in the gap in between to sort of give us all an idea of what happens in between the events of those two stories, and I think it worked well. I think Nyssa has done a lot of justice, even more so in the Big Finish audio range, and I think that Peter Davison is given a lot more to do with his Doctor in these audios, and obviously, as this is a Dalek story, there's a lot of nice nods to the 1960s. Of course, we have this type of Dalek making an appearance on the front cover here, and I'll show you the actual front cover now of the original release, just so you know if you've never seen it before. And there's another villain that makes a return in this story. I won't spoil it for all of you, but there is a villain that returns in this audio that was first seen in the 1960s, and it's really good that we get the villain. And there's a nice twist on this villain as well, which is done in the second part. Each part is about 45 minutes long, so it's roughly about 90 minutes long altogether, and it's like your standard two-part equivalent of today's Doctor Who, of a two-part episode, basically. So that's all great, and it feels like it's straight from the 1980s. All the cast do a great job. Nicholas Briggs provides the voice for the Daleks, and I would give this a listen. It's only $2.99 to download on the Big Finish website right now, so if you haven't already, then I would recommend that you go and check out the Mutant Phase. It is a great audio adventure for the Fifth Doctor, and I feel that it's a great way to start to Big Finish, as this is what introduced me into this expanded universe of Doctor Who. Thank you very much for watching this review of Doctor Who, the Mutant Phase. I hope you're all having a great day. Take care, everyone, and until next time, cheerio. Don't forget to click the link below to subscribe to me, James Croft, aka the Obsesstuvian 95. Have a great day.